yes. Today is well, good. What is up, everybody? Today is my 40th birthday, so I'm gonna have a special live stream with guest Jaki Nelson, singer.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, thank you. Can you believe I'm 40 years old, or do I look 40?
No, definitely not.
Right. Yeah, black don't crack. I mean, I look at least 5 to 10 years younger.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be nice to have a culture of moisturizer. Nobody trained me on that until way later.
You need it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna get to that, but.
I know. When I go back to my base instincts, I still don't do it.
Yeah, y'all age faster than us. Sorry, I just gotta say it.
Is what it is. And I live in Florida,
Yeah,
so
you live in Florida now. Remember the last time? Yeah, you was a guest at my apartment in Hollywood. Well, now I live in the South Bay. I live in between Rolling Hills, Palos Verdes Estates.
I don't know. I was actually just up there a couple weeks ago
Like
for a
what?
wedding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a chill area. You know what I'm saying? It's different from the hustle and bustle of LA.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood, West LA, downtown.
Yeah, it's a lot.
More laid back. But you're in Miami or Fort
Yeah,
Lauderdale?
Miami, kind of a little north of Miami.
Nice, nice. How's it like out there?
Oh, it's awesome. It's great. The weather is perfect. It's not perfect for other people, just for me.
Isn't it like, let me think. Isn't it like 80s with like 100% humidity right now?
It's 92 and I don't know how much humidity it is, but it's a lot.
Yeah. I was in Fort Lauderdale, like I told you, like I was in Fort Lauderdale 2 weeks ago, and like I went outside, I'm like, oh my god.
Well, this
Okay.
is not the time of year to be here. The time of year to be here is October through May, and the weather's perfect at 75. The humidity is not bad.
That's why I like going to South Florida in between December,
Hmm.
December and March.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when everybody else is getting snow, it's nice here.
Yeah, it even gets cold in California in the wintertime. Like it gets in the 40s at night. But Florida, it stays.
Florida's too cold for me. What I
It
love about
stays
Florida is you go
75.
outside at night, you can go outside at 3 in the morning, and it's still 85.
Yeah, it stays 70 degrees all night in Miami during Christmas time.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's like
I
winter.
love it. This last Christmas didn't though. It was like 32 degrees outside.
What?
Yeah, Christmas, I was like freezing. I'm like, I don't have the clothes for this anymore. Like,
Wow, you weren't
what do
prepared at
I do?
all.
I got rid of all that stuff. I don't do snow.
Oh my goodness, 32 degrees. One of them rare cold snaps that hit Florida.
Yeah, we get them because there's like nothing, there's no mountains or anything here. It's literally flatland as far as the eye can see or drive. So like if there's a cold snap, it's coming in hot and it's just gonna be here like now. It's the same
Mm,
thing with like any storms. If you like look over there and you're like, oh, looks like it might rain. Wait 10 minutes. It's pouring.
oh,
Wait
yeah,
another 10 minutes. It's gone.
one thing about Florida is it's tropical. It rains all the time. It very rains. Like,
I like that though. Being from LA, I was actually born and raised in LA,
mhm.
and you don't ever see rain except apparently this last year. But like I was there for the 10-year drought. Like I remember the streets on the freeway, they had signs that were like, please limit your showers to 3 minutes because we had
Uh,
no water.
oh yeah, you from the valley, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm from the valley.
Oh yeah, it's even hotter.
It was not my favorite. So now every time it rains, I'm like, cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just want to promote something. Give me a second here. Promote this fundraiser I'm having right now for the Forgotten Soldier program. Basically, it's dedicated to providing integral health services for veterans and their family members who seek holistic healing to help overcome trauma and system reintegrate methods of healing. I'm saying that's a combat vet. Yeah, just want to let folks know. So I'm gonna show them right here. You can donate on this link below. So yeah, like you've become really popular now as a singer.
I have had a very good couple years.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I gotta say that your songs on Spotify are fire. They really are.
Thank you. It's been fun. It's been really fun. It's been really fun. Now it's my full time. This is all I do. You're in my studio right now.
Oh
Um,
wow,
yeah,
nice.
that's all I do. I've got
Mhm.
so much work coming in that I can literally just sit in the studio and work on songs 14 hours a day. I've done it. I did it for 2 weeks straight, and I still wasn't done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to play a bit of your tracks on Spotify real quick. Uh, yeah, because I heard that song on TikTok a lot. Didn't I hear like you was a singer of one of them?
I don't
I, I,
know.
I'll tell you the song. Hold on.
I stopped paying attention to social media.
That's a good thing because social media is just so toxic.
Yeah.
It's so toxic, and people just want to drag you down.
Yeah. Yeah. I found myself just like constantly working on social media and posting and trying to stay active. And I would find that the people who were like my biggest fans hadn't ever actually like listened to any of my music. I was like, I think I'm just gonna use all that extra time to make more music. And that worked a lot better. A lot better.
Yeah, this is one of the songs I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know you knew I was from French.
Yeah. Yeah, I was obsessed with French in high school.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Très magnifique.
I was the weird French nerd. I'm not French, but I was the weird French nerd.
Oh, okay, okay. So, I mean, you've been to Paris, going to Paris and Montreal,
I've been to Paris. I've not actually. I've been to Canada, but I don't think I've been to French. Like I've never been to the French part of it.
Yeah,
But I've spoken to French Canadians, and I can't understand a word they say.
yeah, their accent's different.
It's too thick. I have no idea what they're talking about at
It's
any.
like it's like a Hickens version of French that's like from the 16th century. So
Yeah, it's not.
it's different than the
Yeah,
best.
I don't know. I've tried. They have to sleep. They have to speak at like quarter speed, and then I'm like, I think I got about 50% of that.
Yeah, and Haitians they don't even speak French. It's their own language.
Yeah, that's totally different.
Because I'm gonna tell you, because I went to Boston 2 weeks ago, and the Haitian woman approached me and asked, "Parler Creole?" Like, huh?
No.
No. I mean, I can speak Spanish. I'm mostly fluent in Spanish, but my French is mid merge.
Yeah. No. I'm not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
going to attempt.
yeah, yeah. And bringing back to your music, yeah, that's cool. Like, you made a cover of Seven Nation Army.
Mhm. Mhm. That one's just gone certified platinum in France. So I'm really excited about that. Waiting
Wow,
for the plaque to come in so that I can take social media pictures.
that's
I will
awesome.
post every once in a while. I've been really excited about that for a little while. I'm like, okay, so when's it coming? I want that plaque, please.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that because
You
I've
got
been in a lot of
yeah.
studios, and you go into these studios and they have like their Grammy on the wall, or they have their plaques from whatever else, and I want one. I've
Like
always wanted one.
I'm telling you, like I want that silver play from YouTube. But
Sorry, can you say that again?
yeah, I want to get the play button from YouTube. You know that play
Yeah,
button when we get
totally.
our 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, I've got a long ways to go. Hey, that's
Yeah.
awesome you made it.
Yeah.
With 1.3 million listeners on Spotify.
Monthly.
You go. You've been hustling and grinding since I first met you on Instagram. Like you messaged me first.
Yeah, I've been pretty single-minded. And yeah, this is all I know how to do. It's all I like to do. There's a couple other things, but those are hobbies. But this is pretty much what I spend my time on, is just writing music, recording music, producing music. And I just got a publishing deal. So that's really exciting because I've been working towards that goal since 2020, basically.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I mean, you reaching where you want to be.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, it's really cool to be able to kind of step outside myself and look back and be like, wow, that's actually happened. That happened. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Guess I'll just go back to work now.
Like you're basically a singer slash influencer. Do you feel like you're an influencer?
I don't think I really influence outside of like people listening to my music. I mean, I try to especially lately, I've been getting really a lot more into the message of like personal growth and like going after your dreams and stuff like that, and strength. And so in that way, I think that I would hope that I'm inspiring people in a way and influencing them positively. But as social media, not really.
Yeah.
I almost never post, and if I do, it's my dog.
Aww. So you stay away from the politics and all the other controversial topics.
Yeah, not worth it. Not worth it.
It ain't worth for stress.
Mm-mm.
Too much drama, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even focus on like controversial politics anymore on my social media. I used to be obsessed with it. Now it's like, what am I doing? I'm gonna waste my
Mm-hmm.
time with this.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
focus on what makes me happy and reaching my goals for my
Mm-hmm.
YouTubing career.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but I want to ask, is most of your followers like from Europe or like outside the U.S.?
I don't know. I think at one point, at least on Spotify, my number one country was actually Mexico, which is surprising
That's
and
interesting.
interesting. But mostly it's America. I think America was second, but there's a lot of countries. I mean, I chart like all over the world constantly. I can't keep track of them all.
That's awesome. Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you about my YouTube channel. Like I got a lot of followers from Mexico, a lot of followers from Mexico, a lot of from Brazil, a lot from Asia too.
Cool.
Yeah, most of my audience is like Latin American Asian.
Cool. Yeah, I've been doing some collaborations with some Asian artists recently. I'm about to do a couple more in the next month or so. But
That's cool.
yeah, it's cool stuff being able to like connect with people around the world and work with them, and then like have fans in that part of the world. It's a very unique time in music history to be able to even do
Yeah,
that.
especially with K-pop being as big as it is right now.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. I mean, how big is K-pop in Florida?
I don't really know. It's hard to say for sure, but it's one of the biggest markets in the world. It is the biggest market in the music industry currently.
Yeah, because LA K-pop is like all over the place. Like you can
Really?
like you know what I'm saying, like a BTS had a concert here, like concert at SoFi Stadium. They stopped traffic.
Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can see like K-pop stores everywhere. You hear like K-pop music all the time. So yeah, it's pretty mainstream here. So
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Yeah, I haven't been to LA in the last little while. I was there for a couple days last summer
Mm-hmm.
for again a wedding. It's like the most of the reason that I travel these days. But yeah, I haven't been around much. I've been just working a lot. A lot. I've never had more work in my life.
Yeah, so you're pretty much just a Floridian now.
Pretty much. I mean, I travel over here a lot. I'm going to go to Costa Rica in November, and it's just really easy to get places that are not inside of America from
Oh
here.
yeah, Caribbean. Oh yeah, because Miami's like a hub of Latin America in the Caribbean.
I was just in the Bahamas a couple months ago, and let's see where else. Oh, we went to the Cayman Islands. So it's just easy to just like, hop around over here. And also it's so much easier to get to Europe from here.
Oh yeah, it's like a 5-hour flight, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like getting to California.
I mean, Florida's a great place to live. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Europe right there, like South America's on like a 6-hour flight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not technically going. Is it? No, it's not South America quite. Is it? Is Costa Rica South America?
Central.
Central. Okay, so yeah, Central America is 3 hours away. Pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, not those 5-hour flights cross country like it is.
Yeah. No, I don't. I like to avoid those if I can. I had to do a bunch of them last year for tour, though. That was like a lot.
But how is the music industry out in Florida compared to like California?
I can't really say. I mean, I think the actual musicianship here is actually stronger because there's no pay to play. You're not paying to play at a venue. You're getting paid to play at the venue. So you have to be good. Like, whereas you go to a venue in LA, they paid to be on stage. How many times have they done this? Like, so I've actually been very impressed with like the actual musical talent here. Just that's everywhere. Everywhere. And it's really big here. Like, live music is very popular. You go to a restaurant, they have a live singer that's set up. They have a live band. It's a lot more musician friendly actually than I ever expected.
Oh wow!
Sometimes they'll have a band in the not the grocery store, the airport, like in the arrivals.
Well, I didn't see it out in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, no, they have a band sometimes. I've seen it.
So pretty much like South Florida is about as competitive as LA is with music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, musicians come from all over the world.
For sure. We have a lot. We also have a lot of the like EDM group. We are down here because Miami loves dance music. Miami has the only dance radio station in the world or in the country.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the only one that's dedicated for dance music. So it's really popular here. Like, if you're not going to see a live band or a live singer, you're going to have a DJ. Like, there's music everywhere. It's everywhere, and it's so nice.
Yeah, I've been there 2 years ago. Yeah, it is everywhere. Especially EDM and
we love our EDM, and it's so nice to have, just because when I was in LA, there's so much music from every direction that, like, I mean, it's just like, yeah, no, we both are musicians, but man, are we different. Like, we do not do the same thing.
Yeah, it's a different scene. It's more like LA is like very hipsterish, or you know, a lot of like indie music, K-pop.
Yeah. That being said, I really don't interact with the music community here like in the way that I did in LA. Like, in LA, I was always doing sessions, all that stuff. When I moved here, I was like, you know what? I can do it myself. I'm just going to do it myself. So I'm a little bit of a lone wolf in that way. I literally just work alone all the time.
So it's literally just stay in your world, don't interact with like other musicians out.
Not really. Not like I used to pre-COVID.
Yeah, COVID changed a lot. I mean, it
changed my whole life.
Yeah, it was harder to get guests and you know what I'm saying, on my YouTube channel. Like,
oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I had a good year viewer wise on my YouTube channel, but it was like couldn't get guests and like stuck at home all day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. That was it. That was the most productive time. That was the first most productive time of my
Oh,
life.
COVID. All right, didn't you move to Florida during in 2020?
Yep, 2020. Yeah, 20 end of was it end of 2020? Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, that was 2020. Yeah, I moved here in 2020.
Yeah, and pretty
Yep.
much Florida was a lot freer than California was.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was a really big attractor for me. As much as like I don't love the people who were like completely anti-mask, it was also nice to be able to like eat at a restaurant. Go to the beach. You know,
Yeah,
it was a
'cause I
lot
went.
more relaxed.
Yeah, I went there in March 2021. And it was crazy seeing people not wearing masks, walking down Miami Beach wearing G strings.
Yep, sounds about right.
And people, yeah, another thing, people riding motorcycles without helmets. That's another big culture shock from the west to the east coast.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of that. There's also these weird like personalized motorcycles that I see sometimes that have like LEDs on the back that say things like "You wish you were me." It's very interesting.
That's very, well, that's very Florida,
Very Florida. Yeah, they tend to be like neon green and have two wheels
man.
or the three wheels. They have like they'll be like a three-wheel thing that's like neon green and like blasting music.
Oh wow. I'm gonna tell you, it's so funny because when I came back to LA and went to Westwood, I saw a guy riding a bike wearing a helmet. I'm like, what the
Mm-hmm.
It's just so different. It's a big cultural difference between like South Florida and Southern California. Most people
Yeah,
don't really think of it that way, but it's huge.
it is huge, but there's also a massive pipeline between LA and South Florida. Like,
Oh
I
yeah.
meet so many people from LA, and I know so many people that have left South Florida to move to LA.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's very similar cultural. It's somewhat cultural wise, with like the glamour aspect, the Hollywood aspects. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
I feel like
and I'm gonna tell you, like a lot of the architecture looks similar too, like the buildings and all the Spanish stuff. It's,
I have to call you there. We have much better architecture because we have less rules. we don't have
nah,
her we don't have earthquakes, so we don't have to worry about a lot of the building codes that you guys do in LA. So we get some really cool architecture, and actually, we're the number one city that architects like to move to because they can do wild stuff here.
yeah, I'm gonna say it's creative, but it doesn't compare to a lot of architecture I've seen around like this area, like the Palos Verdes area.
I'm just talking LA.
Oh yeah, yeah. In general, yeah.
Yeah.
Some sections that like got the
Yeah,
dope.
LA is, I mean, there's some architecture that's actually really cool, but here it's like everywhere. Like craziness.
Yeah, I saw it, but then again, there is like some parts of Miami that's like kind of
Kind of what?
dumpy looking.
Oh, for sure. Well, that's any city.
Yeah, that and yeah, the crazy thing about Miami is like, it's like as soon as you get out, it's swamp. Go west, it's swamp.
Well, the whole west side of the country is it's country. The state is a swamp. It's the Everglades.
It's crazy because it like goes directly from urban straight to rural. Like it's not like, you know what I'm saying, like California where it's like you gotta go to suburbs and all that. It's like
Yeah.
urban.
Yeah, no, the city just stops at a certain point and it goes straight up the state. Like it just keeps going.
It goes straight up, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tell you the cool thing about Florida is yeah, they got like hotels, you know what I'm saying? Like you can like hotels at the beaches, you know?
Hmm.
More like a life, you know what I'm saying? Like a nightlife out there at the beaches compared to California. Where it's
Our
more
beaches are prettier. Yes, our water is warmer and you can actually get in it without freezing
yeah.
your butt off. And also, yes, nightlife, we're open later, so it's more fun.
Yeah, especially yeah, yeah. Don't they close? A lot of bars or clubs usually close around like 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning?
More like typically like 4 for your average location, but we also have one nightclub that runs 24 hours a day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Miami. That Miami nightlife.
Whatever you want.
There's nothing like South Beach in the U.S. I mean, we're squares in California compared to South Beach.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. It's more fun out here, I'd say. There's always stuff to do because the weather's awesome. Everyone's always like, "Oh, come do this thing. Come do this thing."
That's
Never have
cool,
any downtime.
Yeah, the weather's awesome when it's I don't know. You can handle that humidity. I can't.
That's one thing. I am uniquely suited for the humidity. I think I am like a lizard or something because there's been times where it gets like really cold here and it'll be like, I don't know, 35 degrees for like 2 days. And then it'll start to warm up. And as soon as it gets up over like 76, all of a sudden it's like, ooh, I'm ready to go outside again. Let's go. And then I have this one memory of walking out of the last place I was living. And I'm walking out under this tree and I see this like patch of sun and I just like find myself walking straight to it. And I just like look up and I'm just like, oh, this is so much better. And my boyfriend walks up behind me and he's like looking on the floor. And he's like, the iguanas are doing the same thing. Like they're all like sunbathing. And everyone else is like, it's too hot.
Yeah, it's pretty much summer all year there. Tropical.
It's great. It's awesome. I love it. We just got a puppy. Having a puppy changes it a little bit because I'm out in it a lot more. Like I have to walk the dog in the humidity and the heat. That definitely changes the game a little bit, but overall, still great.
Mind if I ask what kind of dog you got?
Boston Terrier.
Aw,
I'm so excited.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I got my mom has 2 dogs in the south, like a Yorkie and a mini Doberman.
A mini what?
Doberman.
Oh wow! I didn't know they come in mini.
Yeah, they're adorable.
I'm sure they are.
Very love,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let me ask, like, if you're like want to move back, you know what I'm saying, to going to YouTube or
I don't know. I have a very good friend of mine and collaborator that I work with a lot who has been pushing me to get more active on socials. And it's just it's so much work.
you don't have the time, huh? It's
I don't
about
have time.
time.
I don't have time for the things I already have time for.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, I have people come to me every day, like, "Hey, I need you to do this for this song, whatever." And I have like a template with a spreadsheet, and I'm like, "Okay, I've got a back order. Right now, it's still October 6th." It's like I literally don't have spare time. It doesn't exist. Today was actually you called me on a really good day. I have not had a spare hour in months.
Wow. I was like asking if you was free to join me on my birthday.
You happen to have the right birthday. I happen to have hit all of my deadlines for the month already. So I was like, all right, I actually do have time.
And you're a Virgo too, so
Yep.
yeah, I know how it feels being a Virgo.
Mm-hmm.
They're very detail oriented.
I'm like detail oriented with my work, and then everything else I have ADHD. It's like, oh gosh, no, I can't. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's a millennial thing. We got so many things going on. You know, so it's hard to focus on one thing.
There's so much. I mean, when you think about previous generations, they didn't have all of their friends available to them at all times, sending them memes or sending them a text message or calling them, or the computer, and like a million ads that you see per day, and there's so much taking your attention at all times.
Yeah, especially the information overload. There wasn't this much inform. You know what I'm saying? Like not this much information overload in the past like it was like now. Like back in the day, it used to be like TV, newspapers, radio. Now it's like
Right. You had to seek it out. Now it's in your face, literally all the time.
yeah, like just thinking music wise, it's hard for like you know what I'm saying, like new musicians to get noticed.
Yeah, honestly, it is. It's very hard.
Yeah, it is because like music now, like folks are still speaking of Nirvana in like terms like they're like the latest music, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just think about it.
It's hard, but it's also easier in ways. Like back in the day, there was not so much competition, but the reason there was less competition was because there was so much gatekeeping from labels. Nowadays, they can't do that because we can just put the music out ourselves. So there's a lot more access to the platform, but there's also so many more people who are trying to have access to it. And so you get just an overload of artists putting out music every single second. And but if you put out really good stuff, people like to listen to it. So good songs are good songs.
Yeah, and it's pretty awesome. Like you made it basically. I mean, like 1 million followers, listeners per month.
Yeah, I feel very, very, very grateful. I don't know how this happened. Everyone always wants to know how I did it. Other artists, I'm like, I don't know.
You grinded.
I have no idea.
You hustled and grinded.
Yeah, I mean, during 2020, I really just was like, you know what? Social media is not working for me. So I'm literally going to put all of my attention into just making a lot of music. And I started working with this guy who's like a really big songwriter. And we started like pitching for artists. So I was just constantly writing, recording, producing, constantly all day, every day for all of 2020. We wrote and recorded like 100 songs that year. And it was just with that guy. There was also other people that I was working with. And so I was like, this feels good. I'm going to keep doing this. And at the same time, I was like, I feel pulled to move to Florida, which is not something I ever planned to do. But it was like a light switch went off in my brain. It was just like, you're moving there now. I was like, okay, guess that's happening. And I left everybody I knew and I moved to Florida. Luckily, like I have family here. So that certainly helps. But like and I kind of partially like was kind of accepting that I was giving up part of my career because I wasn't going to be in a music city anymore. And I didn't realize that like it didn't matter. You can make music anywhere. Yeah. It does not matter at all. And so like I just kept going, just kept writing and recording, and I just stopped doing sessions with other producers. I just started relying on myself for everything. And
you're your own producer now?
I produce myself. I do work with a lot of producers because they tend to want to collaborate, but it's always people from Sweden and Japan and wherever else on the earth. Just did one with a guy in Mexico. And so if I was in LA, it still wouldn't matter because I'm still working with people everywhere.
And the thing is, you being in Florida is easy to get to those spots than being in California.
It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. And also with the time change, I'm up 3 hours earlier than everybody in LA. So as far as like business goes, it's just good for it.
Oh yeah, because everything is later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when you're working with the entire world, we're like at the end of the road. So they already did all this stuff for the day. So if you just to be able to catch an extra 3 hours in the day is really nice.
Nice. I mean, are you set on touring anytime soon? Like,
I don't
going
know.
overseas?
I really don't know. I have some really, really, really cool stuff that I'm very excited about that I wrote and produced for and with an artist named Joey Suarez. And the plan is to go on tour with it, but we have to put it out first. And so that's been the timing has been just not quite right yet. So starting around January, we're going to be releasing all that stuff, and it's going to be very exciting. I'm really excited about it. I'm really proud of it.
That's dope. That's dope. Yes, that's dope. So, yeah, we're gonna wrap the stream up in about 5 minutes. So,
Okay.
yeah. Anything else you want to bring up about your music?
I just put out a new song called Stronger, like last Friday. Also, I think I put out another song that day too. You Can Do Better. So definitely check out my Spotify for any new releases. Just click the follow button for the new releases to get it on your release radar. Yeah, I'm putting out music. I mean, constantly.
Yeah, I see it. I mean, I'm just gonna just show. Hold on. There we
Mm-hmm.
go. Yeah, Jaki Nelson on Spotify. Yeah. Let's see your new track. Oh, I see it. I'm gonna play a little bit of it.
Okay. I think this is a club mix, so it's gonna have a long intro.
I like the beat. The beat goes
I
hard.
didn't do it.
Well, Colin Oliver made a hard beat.
Colin's awesome. Yeah, totally.
I don't want. I don't want the. I don't want to lose my stream
For
because
sure. Absolutely. I understand the function of a remix, but I hate intros. I hate them. I'm like, if I'm producing a song, the vocal's starting at 0.
I want to ask about that Seven Nation Army single.
Yeah.
How did that come up? Some musician came up to you with that, or?
Yeah, it was his idea. He was like, I think you'd sound really cool on this. And I was like, okay, I would never think to do this. This is not something that was not my idea. I cannot take responsibility for it. And I just I was like, okay, I don't sound anything like Jack White, so I'm just gonna go the opposite direction and do something else. And it came out obviously pretty well, and people have received it pretty well. And yeah, I'm a certified platinum artist because of it.
Yeah, you made it your own sound.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's like if you think about like that Fast Car song with Luke Combs, basically that was like an older hit song that was reimagined into a new sound, like a country sound. You reimagined Seven Nation Army into an EDM sound.
Yeah. Yeah, we were kind of on the front end of like these EDM covers of songs. They weren't really a big thing yet. And so we got to like we're still riding that wave.
Head of this train.
Yeah. It just keeps going.
Head of this train.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, that's the thing about music is you gotta be ahead of the trend.
I don't know how to do that. So I just keep making music. I'm like, whatever you guys like. If you like it, cool, awesome. If you don't, whatever, cool. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep just throwing stuff out.
Keep rocking. Keep rocking.
What? You want this? I have no attachment to anything at all. I love my music. I'm proud of it, all of it. At the same time, if people like it, awesome. If they don't like it, whatever.
You do you. Yes.
I don't care. It's not my responsibility.
Yeah, that's cool though. That's cool. So yeah, anything else you want to bring up or?
I don't think so. I think that's most of most of my existence at this time.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for joining me on this birthday live stream, Jackie.
Yeah, happy birthday.
That's awesome. Thank you. And, have a have a good day because I'm going to have another live stream later on tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll
All
have
right.
a great live stream, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Jackie. Peace out and peace out, audience. See y'all later tonight.
See ya.